Dr. Akiva Gamliel Belk, Dean of Jewish Studies at the Noach Torah Institute, LLC. Welcome to Bereisheit Limood Chet, a study of Genesis chapter 8. And this is our textbook. I wrote this a little over a year ago. Gematria and Mysticism in Genesis. We're in chapter 8, and that's also corresponding to Genesis chapter 8, verse 1 through 22. I encourage you to pick up a copy. There will be a number of gematrias and other discussions that we won't be able to go into in this video. Dear ones, I want to share several stories with you. I'm very fond of ravens and doves. When I used to live in Colorado, we would have just this enormous amount of ravens. And my office was on the second floor, and there was this big pine tree outside my office with a limb that came just almost to the window. And one day I heard this loud chorus of "Raw! Raw!" And it was ravens singing. And one of the ravens came over and was on this branch, bouncing up and down on this branch, wanted to get my attention. So I knew something was going on. So I went downstairs, I went outside onto the deck, and I could see the ravens all around. And I heard the raw, raw. And so I looked up, and there was the fox. So automatically I recognized they were going, raw, raw, the fox, the fox. So then they all went and landed a little ways away in a meadow. The fox creeped up and creeped up and creeped up, and then just as it's about to pounce, the ravens all lit up and went back to the same forest area and started the whole thing over again. And so sometimes the message is, the fox is out of the den. And they post watches over the fox to be protected. One day, we had a couple of little pet beagles, and unfortunately one of them broke away with his leash on and went up into this really rugged mountain country. And it was the Sabbath. And I called out to the ravens, Orev, Mazeh Kelav. And you see, animals understand Hebrew. Birds, animals, fish, God created them with Ivrit, with Hebrew. And the next thing I hear is this chatter over on this one particular area. Raw! Raw! He's over here! So I asked my younger son to help me because it was difficult for me to walk. And we walked up that way, and I asked the question again, and then, Raw! Raw! He's over here! And eventually my youngest son gets over there, and there he is. He's tied up. He's tangled himself in a bush, and he was able to rescue our little Caleb. We have here in Missouri just a few ravens in the area where I live, and they're very vocal. We hear them quite often. They come for bread. They communicate, and it's real special. We also have mourning doves. The mourning doves, they come in early in the morning, perhaps before daybreak practically, gather seed to eat. Late towards the evening, before evening, nightfall, they come in. And so we really have this incredible pleasure of enjoying the raven and the dove.